Welcome everyone to the Week 11 stacks and studs for this Sunday's slate. I apologize for no upload last week. I was over on the other side of planet Earth in Tokyo for a work trip, so I had to miss out on the Week 10 stuff. Unfortunately, we are back today. Make sure you're following both me and rotocurve on Twitter to stay up to date on everything with the fantasy football world leading up to your Sunday matchup. And if you would like to sign up for some exclusive content, the link in the description will send you over to rotocurve's site. I do have an exclusive package over there. You can get my full blog for the weekend. Make sure that you cash in those games on Sundays. For the Sunday stacks and studs, we're going to go ahead and take a deep dive on a couple of games that I'm looking at for some stacks. I'm going to give you my core 6 players for the weekend. Maybe you can find some value there, and then we will have our Sunday stud. The one player you need to have in your lineup is how we will finish this thing off. Now there's 3 games I'm looking at for points this weekend. 2 of them we're going to go over right now, and another one you're going to pick up on pretty quickly when we talk about our core 6. I'm going to talk about the obvious one first. The Kansas City Chiefs play the LA Rams on Monday Night Football in Los Angeles. 2 9-1 teams with heavy firepower. The over-under for this game is 63 points, and I think that that is reasonable. The problem is all the guys on these teams are expensive, so you're going to have to pick and choose who you want, but there is not a single bad play on the board in this football game. The other one where you can maybe find a little bit of value, the Saints and the Eagles. Carson Wentz and Zach Ertz are elite plays every week. I do like them in this game where they should be throwing the ball from start to finish all the way to the end. On the Saints side of the ball, I just, even as an Eagles fan, can't think of a situation where the Saints don't score at least 30 points in this game. Drew Brees, Kamara, Ingram, Thomas, all of these guys are in play with really high upside for week 11. Now let's start with the core 6. The third game I'm looking at for points this weekend is Dallas and Atlanta. The Falcons have been giving up a ton of yards this year. The Cowboys are kind of rolling a little bit right now. Dak Prescott has not thrown for 275 yards or more in a game this season. 33 other quarterbacks have done it. I do like him in this game against Atlanta. 7,400 on Fanduel. You can get him for a little bit more value on DraftKings. He's at a 5,200 price tag over on DraftKings. Same game, we're going to move over to the wide receiver position now. Amari Cooper. In his first 2 games with the Cowboys, Amari Cooper has seen targets of 8 and 10. He has caught passes of 5 and 6, and he has scored a touchdown. He has double-digit FanDuel points in each of his 2 games with the Cowboys. I think he continues that streak in Atlanta with the potential to have a really big game. Now let's slide over to the running back position. Tevin Coleman, I like this guy a lot. I know Ish Smith has also played well in the backfield for the Falcons ever since Devontae Freeman went down, but I still like Tevin Coleman as a huge high upside play. He has the ability, and we have seen it before, for 30+ points. I like the over in this football game, and I think Tevin Coleman will be a big reason for it. 6,800 on FanDuel, 5,300 on DraftKings. Staying at the running back position, we're going to slide over to Kerryon Johnson. Excuse the typo. I'm aware he's on the Lions, not playing the Lions. Kerryon will have a home matchup with a Carolina team that just gave up a 50 spot last week. This guy's seen an uptick in targets over the last few weeks, and you already know what he can do running the football, especially between the tackles. He's been very good for the Lions this year, and I think his price is still a little bit too low. I like him a lot as an RB2 or a flex play at 6,200 on FanDuel, 5,800 on DraftKings. Someone that was probably a little bit overdrafted coming into the season. I still really like Corey Davis, and I like him a lot in this particular matchup. He scored 22 points last week, 7 catches, 125 yards, and a touchdown. He has seen 10 or more targets in back-to-back games and 3 of his last 5, including a 15-target game against the Eagles. 6,200 for Corey Davis with 20+ point potential. I think he could have another big game this week against the Colts. Now, before we talk about our Sunday stud, the one guy you need in their lineup, I'm going to slide over to the tight end position. We're going to talk about Evan Ingram here. I like this guy a lot. He did miss a month's worth of action, and in his first game back, he only seen 4 targets. But ever since then, in his last 2 games, he has seen targets of 5 and 9. He's caught 9 balls. He has gotten to the end zone. I've had a lot of success this year attacking the passing game on the Buccaneers, and I think Evan Ingram's the guy who could finally have a big week. Now, our stud of the week, a little bit pricey, but I think you have to have him in your lineups. Coming off a 3-touchdown game, Zeke Elliott. The Cowboys are in striking distance of the NFC East now. And although you are going to have to pay $8,400 to get him, I have him listed as my number 2 running back this week behind Todd Gurley. And he's the 7th priced out running back on the slate. So for me, gotta have him in my lineup. I think he scores at least 1 touchdown this weekend against Atlanta and just stays scorching hot. That's going to do it for this week's Sunday Stacks and Studs. Again, if you want to sign up for the exclusive content, the link is in the description. It's a full blog and breakdown. We have been red hot the last couple of weeks, so make sure you get in there. We also have an exclusive Slack chat that you can join. All you have to do is sign up on the website and you'll get in our private fantasy football chat as well. Tons of nice features over at rotocurve. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Good luck on your games this weekend. Let me know down below if you're thinking about something else, let me know about it. Hope you guys enjoyed, man. I'm out of here. Peace. 100%, 3000% snubbed. He should be on the team. It's ridiculous he didn't get in. Unanimous. Bullpen. We're going to have Joe Jimenez, Blake Trainin, Craig Kimbrell, Edwin Diaz, Aroldis Chapman, and then the other 2 extras that we threw in because there's only 5 relief pitchers. We're going to throw in Chad Green and Dylan Betances. On the bench, we're going to have Lindor, JD Martinez, Alex Bregman, Nelson Cruz, and Michael Brantley. And I know what you're wondering, where's Carlos Correa? There's so many...